There are some things that everybody needs to know and has to keep in mind when watching laptop reviews on YouTube. And today we are talking about that. Okay, so as you might know, I've been doing some laptop reviews over the last years, and of course I'm also consuming, watching, inhaling.
And it also has DisplayPort support, so you can connect a monitor and that Type-C port along with
other reviews as well. And since I spent quite some time on researching new laptop tech releases and stuff like that, it came to my mind that there are a few things that you need to know before watching another laptop review. Oh wow, that's such a good review. Stop! You will stop watching that review right now, my friend. And these are actually facts that don't apply to other things like desktop GPUs or smartphones. Most of them are laptop specific. So some of you might already know them, but nobody ever tells you about it. And please also apply all of these facts when watching my reviews as well. First, make sure to check the release date of the review. That tip might sound a bit odd, but the thing is, other than for stuff like smartphones, where you exactly know when the iPhone 5 or the PlayStation 5 have been released. Ah yes, the Samsung Galaxy S2. I remember it like it was yesterday. I was dating Ophelia back then. Oh, dear Ophelia. Or Nvidia GPUs like the RTX 3080, where you know exactly what you will get. Okay, where were we? Yes, the name of laptops like Lenovo Legion 5 or Asus VivoBook or Acer Nitro 5 basically don't tell you anything about the final performance or the date of release. So please make sure you are watching a recent review if you're not specifically looking for a used laptop and actually want an older review. Some channels actually show the year of release in the video title, and now you know why. Because watching an Asus TUF A15 video from 2020 might totally mislead you when you actually plan to buy the latest version of the series. That's a bit as if Sony just named all of their consoles PlayStation without the version numbers. Look mom, I've got the new PlayStation for only 30 bucks. Sucker. 2. Your version might be totally different. Okay, now it gets even more confusing. Great. Not only are there different versions of, let's for example say a Gigabyte G5 considering the year of the release. No, there are also different versions within the same year, like the Gigabyte G5 KC or the G5 GD, with different configurations of processors, graphic cards, disk space, RAM configuration, and the type and the quality of the used screen. And of course most reviews only cover one single configuration, as it is nearly impossible to test all of them in time. Okay, now we are going to talk about the 35 new versions of the Legion 5 that will only take around 10 hours. I have prepared a nice little table over here. And that is something that you really need to understand and know up front. And the worst thing actually is that you often can't get every version in every country. And manufacturers tend to even use different screens for different areas of the world. I mean, usually most of the laptop is going to be the same, like the chassis, the keyboard, the touchpad, the speakers, etc. But the performance can be quite different. So make sure to double check the version you are probably about to buy. And please believe me when I say that we reviewers aren't doing that to mess with you. I wish it would be different as well, because that would make it a lot easier. 3. Price tags on thumbnails don't mean anything. Well, in that case, I am guilty as well. I have put price tags on thumbnails before. There, I said it. But reading your comments over the years really made it clear that prices are so different depending on where you live. If there is a deal on a great budget gaming laptop over here in Europe, and I'm like, oh wow, let's make a video and call it the best gaming laptop for $800 right now. And some dude in Australia or India might look it up and be like, alright my little German friend, this laptop costs around $1,200 over here in Sydney. Are you trying to lead me by the nose? And that is totally understandable. It happened to me before. But a lot of people tend to ask for the price when watching laptop reviews, so we'll at least have to mention it, even if it doesn't apply for like 50% of the people watching the video. That applies especially when the review has been done right at the release of the laptop, because manufacturers and shops tend to sell new laptops for a much higher price that will usually drop by $100, $200, or even a lot more over time. However, just don't get excited about price tags, okay? 4. Make sure to inform yourself about the wattage of the GPU in the reviewed laptop if gaming on this laptop is somewhat important to you. If you've been watching my channel, you probably know what this is going to be about. If you haven't, first make sure to subscribe. And then be aware of the fact that newer mobile graphic cards come in different wattage versions, meaning the naming like RTX 3050 or RTX 4070 doesn't really tell you how fast these laptop GPUs are, because that depends a lot on the wattage of the used GPUs. And now with the RTX 4000 series, even that doesn't tell you that much, because the RTX 4050, 4060 and 4070 aren't even using the full wattage. And that is so confusing. I actually made a dedicated video just about that topic that you absolutely have to watch afterwards. Jesus. Of course, trustworthy reviewers will tell you about the wattage, right? They wouldn't hide the fact that that's like talking about a Ferrari and not mentioning it only goes like 65 miles per hour. I mean, they would not hide that, would they? Unless they would be making totally superficial, shallow reviews and be super unprofessional about it. 5. There is no number 5. I just thought that 5 sounds so much better than 4, and really I wanted you to click that video, so that is what you actually call clickbaiting. I'm kidding. Here's number 5. Like the freaking review. Reviewing laptops takes a load of time, and creators really appreciate when you like the video, especially if it helped you in making a purchase decision. Thank you very much. That's all for today. Subscribe for more shenanigans. Thanks for watching. See you next time, or never. Bye bye and tschüss.